Hi everyone. To those who see my speech just now in live version and to those who will see it later as a recording. Karin, thank you for this great introduction. So yes, I will speak about how we built a culture at Intellias. Let's start. I will try to make it in 20 minutes to have enough time just probably for your questions or sharing some kind of insights, etc. Okay, my name is Olga and I am working at Intellias. It's a global tech company with more than 3,000 people on board, so quite a big company, and we operate in 70 countries already, so it's really global company. And our one of key differentiator of the team overall that we have more than 60% of senior engineers and this even higher level. So it's real differentiator and it's important to emphasize. Just for next slide, you will see it later. Okay, let's walk through the Intellias culture, how we built it, how this idea came to our mind, how it started. So I will start with my own reflection that I feel that the topic of culture is very overwhelmed, covered. On the one hand, what I mean that all talking about culture and we all articulate this meaning that we build the culture in the companies, like what to do with that, what thing we struggle with, how to make this a proper leadership, etc., etc. But on the other hand, I see that this culture is not well described even in companies. For sure, you have your knowledge base, some kind of platforms, internal communications, many channels where you communicate with your internal audience and of course external, because we're all searching for talents. And so yes, and um, from my perspective, we not describe it as a culture, as a whole picture, because it's really very complex and complicated definition, and the asset as it is with a lot of aspect. So Intellias always was about people, and we do it now as well. And we always tell it that our culture is building around the partnership and we act with empathy. So we communicate is it long period of time, and how our story began. You see here our two co-owners, Vitaly Sadler and Michael Puzrakov. And just 10 years ago, when we started developing our employee value proposition, we had a lot of conversation with stakeholders and asked them how Intellias is different. What do you like to say to our employees, to people on the market? And they said that they would like to build company where they would like to work themselves, and they would like not to focus on the process as they are, but to focus on goals, on ambitious goals, how to deliver results, and of course, to have this empathetic approach to people. But you know, like 4 years ago, 4 years ago, uh, we saw that we have a lot of brand assets. Like, I think that almost all of them, like employee value proposition, positioning on the market, values, mission, vision, etc. But believe me, we didn't have the space where we described our culture overall. What I mean that these assets were just like, separate one on different pages in different sections, and we all take that. Oh, we have great culture, but what is it? How we do it? What components in it? How we articulate? Are they aligned? All these assets. So yes, and we thought that we have to make this whole picture like the platform where we will describe the culture. And what is the culture itself? Uh, in theory, culture is the set of beliefs and for sure behaviors, because we have to make true our beliefs in actions, and they just stand as a ground and they could unify us. And here is where the synergy we see between the people, company, and of course the business outside, because we are the service company. So now to our culture. Uh, we put this slide with different people because we really value equality, diversity, and inclusion. It is one of our values that different people, different countries, 70 locations for Intellias. And Intellias is a company created by people and for people. So it's our like positioning, it's our key description, our key statement that we use for all actions. And we would like to foster a culture of partnership, caring, and respect. Of course, the ground, the basement of any culture, it's the values. And you see here our 6 key values. And it's something that can't be changed very often, and we change it only like one time, so starting from the beginning, because obviously things change, like markets change, AI revolution is here, and of course they can't be monolithic, but it's not that we redid all these values from scratch. No, it's more like polished, adjusted version, when we thought that they had to be somehow aligned with like actual environment, what is happening now. So 6 our values. First of them, it's empathy. So we just approach all the process and people with this empathetic way. So we respect people and we create very safe environment for them, where they could deliver their ideas, I don't know, share their fears, any obstacles. Uh, of course, we are focusing on getting things done. On the other hand, when we have very clear goals and objectives and we go to them. We act as a one team. We support to each other, because it's a rare thing where in Intellias you do not have your team. It's always like plus one colleague or big teams for big projects. So yes, it's very important to be cooperative, to be uh, um, to feel the support from team, and to be ready to give the support as well, to share knowledge, to share expertise, to be open-minded. And of course this growth mindset, because things change, and it's important for business, it's important for people to be open to challenges, to be flexible, to learn. Obviously, you see that a lot of change, a lot of things change, and you have to you have to be open-minded and to have this growth mindset just to navigate in this new world. Focus on value. As I said, we are service business and we cooperate with a lot of partners, clients, etc. And we would like to be sure that our results delivered on very high quality. And for that, we have to learn We have to make our work great. So yes, it's among our values. And EDI value, it's very obvious. And we had a lot of conversations. Should we add here it or no? Because it's like a basement. It's very obvious thing. But we agreed that just because we operate in different locations and just to be on one page and very aligned with different stakeholders and different people inside of company, outside, we have to have this value just for now, like EDI, and focus on them. We are living our culture every day. I was listening to previous great speaker Karin, and she said that culture is not a side project. So it's not something that you just described, put there, and that is you have to implement it. And we started firstly with growing our leaders. Um, we thought how to describe these leaders, and I will emphasize there that leader, I mean, it's not only like C-level, it's not only like managers who operate and cooperate with their teams on daily basis. It could be informal leader, um, any person at Intellias who had this goal to grow just with career path. So we try to describe it very clear. So it's like just profile of our leader and how we would like to operate on daily basis. So first of all, this leader should be hungry. So he or she just look for more responsibility, for more perspectives, frontiers, boundaries, and they act smart but very quickly. I read one very interesting survey when the main conclusion was that just comparing the how quickly you have to make this decision, so as fast as you can, because in very fast pace environment, it's better to make it faster than very long time of just validating any thoughts, etc. Then your losses will be bigger. Of course, this leader should be empathetic. You remember the value that we have as one of key value, empathy. So support people, have this emotional intelligence for sure, and to lead people by their example. So not only to communicate this culture, but implement it just as a routine day by day. And of course, business savvy, because we are work all in this challenging world with different challenges, and business leaders should see should have these open eyes on the market trends, how to be flexible, how to make your team strong, how to implement new tools, AI, no matter what, because we have a lot of like challenges now, and and to think how to just to deal to cope with all these new things. But when we are talking about responsibility, it's not only about the about responsibilities leaders, let's say all people. It's also about responsibility of the company overall and each person inside of that. We have a lot of company social responsibility activities and a big volunteering community inside of Intellias. It's more than 140 people for now, and a lot of activities to EDI and Equality Corporate Index. We already like 2 years in the row on the top of that because of this responsibility as approach to all a process that we have in company, no matter it's like touching the people, business, or any kind of side projects. But of course, it's not only about, some kind of work, some kind of responsibility, but also about how we have this time together, how to make things brighter, how to make this fun together, etc. And we try to make and unite our people with different activities, meaningful and just fun. We have a lot of internal events, sessions where people could share their thoughts, knowledge, experience, etc. And of course, bright moments together. Um, all will believe in your culture and that your culture is not something weird or failed thing just when they will do this culture, if they will implement it. And we have a big ambassadors community at Intellias. We started building it 3 years ago and we called it Intelli Voice. There are more than 150 people for now, and they act very actively. But like comparing with 3,000 people on board, it's not like very huge amount of people. But of course, they do a lot of buzz in different our channels of communications. And previous year, we had the thought that we would like to make each person at Intellias like our ambassador. And we started thinking about the project, how to make it true, how to make and to show this real culture just in the moment, and how to, what tool to use, how to make it. And here we come with our project. I will show to you like as a case, as an example. It's real, not perfect project that we delivered previous year. And the idea of this project was to show the culture, the real life at Intellias as it is. All people like employees, managers, stakeholders, like how they are in the moment, what the culture is about. And we have these cameras, disposable cameras with only 27 shots, where you do not have the possibility just to remake the photo, just to delete it. So as it is, 27 just photos, and that's all. And people just couldn't see how it was. So we sent almost 100 of these disposable cameras to different locations, to all locations where we have engineering centers or any kind of office of Intellias. And at the beginning of the project, honestly, we were just afraid if we will have a lot of content for this project, but we received more than 2,000 photos. Overall, it's like big amount, and people were very engaged, and it just showed us they feel this culture, they support it, they share this culture. And after that, we made a video, how it is, how it was, what is the culture, and I will share just in comment section, so you could see it later, because it's quite long with different moments of life and work. And after that, we had like as a result of campaign, we have a big engagement of the audience, great like reactions on that and feedbacks, big impressions, engagement rate, etc. One of the most successful of our marketing campaigns, because we do them a lot. It's about like 4 campaigns per year. Like each quarter we deliver some kind of very creative campaign, and this was the most successful. And the key thing of it, I think, that people really share the idea and the culture overall. Another one project, it's the project of this year. Among that, I am engineering the new era. We thought that we have to say thank you to our parents, the people who supported us from every beginning. And so we would like to celebrate our parents and to honor their support. And it's also in our DNA as a company. It was like also the big campaign with two section offline activities. Literally, it was like event for parents and online activities where our employees could share any kind of video or photo, or just like record some kind of sounds or like calls with parents, etc. So, and it was like very warm and very warm campaign that united the people from different points of the globe. uh, so yes, and we decided after that that it will be our like traditional case. We plan to have it every time, every year. Next year somewhere in summertime for sure we will deliver this project, probably in some kind of more interesting way, but the idea will be the same, like Parents Day. Mm, uh, let's go further. And I mentioned that we have this one of our key basic value, EDI, as it is. And we have also big project, and it's like constant project each year. This year it will be already like third times in the row. So like volume third, She's Tech Conference. It's a big platform for all women who is looking for any kind of platform where thoughts could be exchanged, experience could be exchanged, where you could take this support or even mentorship, or just to be as a speaker, as a listener, contribute in different way. So we have this She's Tech platform, and I invite you to join if you could. It will be just tomorrow, and we have more than 6,000 of active participants in the community, in the conference, and there will be great speakers. And it's also kind of like good contact activity from Intellias that just spread these values not only internally in company but also outside, and that's what we would like to show to our audience. Thank you all. Thank you all for listening. I will share some kind of interesting links to the comments section, and you could see in presentation or there the videos or just case study, and I hope that probably it will inspire you to some of reflections or ideas or thoughts, etc. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Olga. That was great. And really, I love seeing the live case studies of companies that are actually doing this type of thing. And I loved first of all, your values, and that you had empathy in there. Really interesting, because you don't see that so often. And you said you didn't change the values, or when was that set into place? Like how many years ago?
It was just this year. So in 2025, okay. Firstly, we had these values from the beginning, but we changed them for now. And it's like also we have this value mostly about this human-centered workplace, but then we saw that empathy it's not like more next level, because this intelligent, and of course this big challenge with AI, how we cope with that, to have this human touch. Empathy is more aligned for now with this some kind of circumstances and how we feel ourselves as employees, how company feel it as a business. So yes, just this year,
Okay. Well,
this
I
policy
think
version.
your values are living, breathing values. It's not a plaque on the wall. Clearly, you have made that obvious for all of us watching this. And then the other comment I have is just the example with the what did you call it? Real, not perfect. With those cameras, like people, I'm sure young people are like, a disposable camera. What is this? So you really capture it. You can't edit.
Yes,
So
yes,
what a
but it
great
was
way
like
to.
It was a trend, we saw it also because we try to see all this, um, new tools and trends. And at some moment, probably you remember previous year, it was like the wave of people popularity of Kodak, of this photo, of these cameras like yellow. And I remember them from my childhood because, oh my God, it's like first cameras and it's some kind of legacy and your these thoughts from childhood. But the idea how they do that is just perfect aligned with the idea of product, because we have this, phones when you can take the photo, say, oh, it's not good, I will delete it, or I will just put the filters just up to them. So but we would like to have people in the moment, like true moments of life, true culture, how it is, what is your daily life, daily work, how you feel, probably exhausted, it's okay. You feel happy, please show it to us. And it's a really great tool for us was at this moment in the, you know, in the moment of technology and life where you could change almost everything.
Mm. It reminds me way back, I'm not going to date myself now, but there was a popular trend of a day in the life of, and it could be a country and this was like a day in the
Yeah.
life of Intellias. So what a great idea. Do you have any last parting words or advice for people that want to, kind of bring these types of activities into their company?
Um,
Yeah, I'm putting you on the spot here. Sorry. She wasn't prepared for that question.
First of all, I would like to thank you to say you a big thank you for this event. You will have a long day today because 24 hours just to have in one day with a lot of session with really great agenda and speakers, and it's a really great content that is very helpful, inspiring for all people, and you do great things. So first of all, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be a listener as well, because I started listening previously all speakers and I just got, oh my God, I have to see my presentation and the slides, just the, the range of my slide, because here are a lot of interesting topics and I would like to hear and listen to all of them with this great example. And this is like the place of synergy, because all we have different circumstances, different goals for business challenge. So but this kind of knowledge sharing, just an asset. Thank you for that. And for all people, just be brave, try new things. It's no other way just to try them, because like, I compare this AI and your section and your topic was very also great with big, insights and topics to think about them. But for me it's some kind of, electricity development, or there will be totally new world in just few years. So be brave, be active learner, and be creative. And I am sure that in this case, we will have a big success for sure.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. You have a comment coming in here. Just what a great culture you've built. Absolutely. We love how you share it with your wider audiences using different platforms. So that's great. And yeah, it's great to see live case studies of people actually doing this stuff. So thank you so much for bringing that to light here and shining a light on the great work you guys are doing at Intellias. So thank you so much, Olga.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Thank
And you're,
thank you.
yeah.